The U.S.-Mexico border has undergone a dramatic transformation with the installation of new, modern, and more robust barriers than ever before. Under the direction of President Donald Trump's administration, projects to build walls, steel fences, and security infrastructure have accelerated, marking a new phase in efforts to control illegal immigration and strengthen national security. These new barriers not only reshape the border's appearance, but also send a powerful message about America's resolve. Comment 1 if you're interested in this topic. According to CBP, over 60 miles of new or upgraded barriers have been constructed along the U.S.-Mexico border, primarily in key areas like El Paso, Texas, San Diego, California, and the Rio Grande Valley. These barriers consist of steel bollard fences, standing 18 to 30 feet tall, reinforced with concrete and anchored 6 feet underground to prevent tunneling. Features like anti-climb designs and hardened steel cores make them nearly impossible to breach. Additionally, CBP has deployed integrated surveillance technologies, including thermal cameras, motion sensors, and drones, to enhance detection capabilities. A post on X by Doji on April 28, 2025, noted that the 30-foot steel fence in San Diego reduced illegal entries by 87% over 6 months. In El Paso, Spectrum News reported that new vehicle barriers have been installed, replacing older 3-foot Normandy barriers that stopped vehicles but were ineffective against pedestrians. These new barriers, combined with steel bollard fences, have made the area one of the most secure along the border. Similarly, in San Diego, Engineering News Record reported that new wall sections with anti-climb features are being built using 2018 funding, led by Fisher Sand and Gravel. These projects are expected to extend an additional 20 miles this year.
Hey, Battle.
According to Wikipedia, as of May 2025, a total of 705 miles of primary barriers were constructed during Trump's first term, and the current administration is committed to completing the remaining 1,954-mile border. Trump declared a national emergency in January 2025 to mobilize resources from the Department of Defense and Department of Homeland Security to accelerate progress.
Probably as low as
that.
The new barriers have delivered impressive results. According to CBP, apprehensions of illegal border crossers in April 2025 dropped to 7,181, a 95% decrease from 137,473 in March 2024. In the El Paso sector, crossings fell to 1,627 in March 2025, the lowest in decades. In San Diego, the new barriers, combined with surveillance technology, have reduced illegal entries to near zero in some sections. CBP notes that the steel bollard fences not only deter migrants, but also enhance safety for patrol agents by allowing clear visibility through gaps and reducing rock-throwing attacks. Moreover, the barriers have curbed smuggling activities. CBP reports that in the Rio Grande Valley, where new fences were built, drug interdictions dropped 26% compared to pre-barrier levels. This demonstrates the infrastructure's effectiveness in preventing not only illegal migration but also cross-border criminal activities. Building these barriers requires significant financial and human resources. According to Engineering News Record, each mile of fencing cost between $17 million and $41 million depending on terrain. Texas has spent $3.1 billion since 2021 to build 50 miles of state-funded barriers, and Governor Greg Abbott has requested $11 billion from Congress to reimburse Texas for border efforts during the Biden era. At the federal level, DHS has used 47% of the $1.375 billion allocated for fiscal year 2021, with the remainder expected to be spent by September 30th, 2025. Additionally, the Department of Defense has deployed 1,500 troops to the El Paso area, and 500 Marines from Camp Pendleton to San Diego to support CBP. Construction projects are carried out by major firms like Fisher Sand and Gravel and Basilico Civil Inc., under the oversight of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Despite their security benefits, the new barriers have significant consequences. For migrants, tighter border controls have pushed them onto more dangerous routes or left them stranded in Mexico and Central American countries. Reuters reports that thousands of migrants have abandoned plans to enter the U.S. and are attempting to return home, often without money or means. Many are stuck in refugee camps in Mexico, where living conditions are dire. Mexico has intensified controls at its southern border under pressure from Trump, but human rights organizations warn that this increases risks for migrants. Colombia, which has refused some U.S. deportation flights, has voiced concerns about Washington's hardline approach. Looking ahead, the Trump administration is committed to completing the border wall. However, achieving this goal requires addressing funding, legal, and international cooperation challenges. A comprehensive approach, including improving economic conditions in Central America and collaborating with neighboring countries, could reduce border pressure more sustainably. The emergence of new barriers along the U.S.-Mexico border in 2025 is a major step in controlling illegal immigration and enhancing national security. With steel bollard fences, advanced surveillance technology, and military support, the U.S. has achieved significant reductions in crossings and smuggling. However, the costs include massive financial expenses, environmental impacts, and humanitarian challenges for migrants. As the Trump administration accelerates these projects, the question remains whether these barriers will truly change everything or merely serve as a temporary fix for a complex issue. The U.S.-Mexico border remains a focal point of heated debate, and its future depends on how the U.S. balances security with humanitarian values. This article has utilized reliable sources and perspectives from social media to provide a comprehensive view. For a deeper understanding, readers can refer to statements from DHS, CBP, or reports from Reuters, The Guardian, and WOLA.
I was horrified with the
goes typically in like a straight line, or they're kind of
like they'll do like they'll start auto scanning.
sharp.
What's that to do?
Two setups on the next blade, one bar basically. Once we start cannibalizing some other stuff.
So the placement of this particular strand, what's the rationale behind it?
Hey, you guys good over there?
Hey, you guys good?
Stand by.
Good. You want to red tie it? We got the red ties.